Hey everybody, Jeff Bates is my name. Dole Whip is this channel. I'm glad you're here. I was just invited on one of my favorite shows, Disney Fiasco, hosted by Disney Dan, friend of mine, is a weekly show every Saturday night where they talk about some topic in the Disney sphere. It's Super Bowl Sunday as I'm filming this. It's Super Bowl Sunday. As I'm filming this, Super Bowl is tomorrow. You may watch this after the Super Bowl. It's okay. Stick around. Dan's show on Saturday, Disney Fiasco, is about what characters you would put on what position on your ultimate Super Bowl football team. As a football nut, as a former football coach, and as a Disney freak, this is something I've thought about more than the average bear, because the average bear has not thought about this at all, but I have. So it's a perfect topic for me. I can't believe Disney Dan has invited me to do this. We're going to have at least 4 people on the show, I think, 2 football nuts and 2 people who don't even live on our continent. So it should be fun. I'm going to post this right after the show. So if you watch the show, you're going to see what I don't know what's going to happen on the show. It's in an hour and a half, but it'll be, here we go. Ready? So for each position, what Disney character would I put? We have to start off at quarterback, right? Or should we start off at head coach? We're going to start off at quarterback. A lot of choices here, but for me, it's the genie. The genie can do anything. It's kind of cheating. There was a little bug. I had to get the bug. It's kind of cheating. Like the genie can turn into anything, can turn anybody into anything, kind of all powerful. So he's my quarterback. Sorry. Now the rules, by the way, I couldn't pick Star Wars characters and I couldn't pick Marvel characters, which I guess made it a little harder because Captain Marvel for all the positions, right? Duh. But I mean, it would have been fun. Maybe you can only have many wish. But my point is, I can't pick anybody from Star Wars. I can't pick anybody from Marvel. And so there, by those rules, the genie's my quarterback. You need to deflate a football, the genie can do it. You need to throw a touchdown pass, the genie can do it. There's pretty much anything the genie can do. He's my quarterback. Now, running back's really important. So I went with 1 running back and 1 fullback. The running back, a lot of people could play this position, but the perfect person is Lightning McQueen. Now, Lightning McQueen could play any position he wanted, but you give Lightning the ball, not only is he fast, but he will run you over. I'd get out of the way if I were you. Lightning McQueen's my running back. Now, fullback, also easy. Lady Cluck. She actually played football in the movie. Lady Cluck will be my fullback. Now, the wide receivers, you got the wide receivers on the one side, wide receivers on the other side. So I'm going to go with the triplets, Washington Redskins reference right there. The triplets will be on my one side. Who are the triplets, you say? The Brave triplets. Hamish and somebody, I think that's their names. The triplets from Brave. Super cute, super funny, super fast. Can run away from bears. It's a good thing. Then on the other side, Dash. Now, Dash is kind of my Deion Sanders. Dash is perfect. He's fast. He's tough. He's perfect. He actually is going to play 2-way on my team. So I've got 3 wide receivers, the triplets. So I can give Dash a break now and then when I need it. But I got to be honest, I'm going to probably be running the ball a little bit. Check out this offensive line. But Dash will be the wide receiver. Now let's go to tight end before we go to the offensive line. Maui. I mean, Maui, the Rock, actually played football. He was a defensive lineman, but he looks like a tight end to me. Maui will be my tight end. I don't know, something about tight ends and having a smart mouth. Just my experience. What do I know? Shannon Sharp, etc., etc., etc. I want to say Kellen Winslow, but not so much. Anyway, Maui would be my tight end. And then the offensive line, this is going to be the greatest offensive line ever. So let's start off with the center. It's Dumbo. It's Dumbo. And then the left tackle, the left guard, and the right guard are all the Rhino guards from Robin Hood. I think there's 3 of them. I wouldn't swear to that. They look like I would get out of the way. And again, it looks like they played a little football. But then at right tackle, you got to have a stud at right tackle. He can play left tackle. It doesn't really matter because I'm going to run on both sides because Lightning McQueen, Hercules, come on. Big stud, can clearly run, Hercules, okay? So my line is pretty good. So offense, the Genie, Lightning McQueen, Lady Cluck, the triplets, and Dash, Maui, the Rhino guards from Robin Hood, Dumbo, and Hercules. That's a heck of an offensive team. Now, before I talk about the defense, I'm going to talk about my head coaches. And then we got some special things at the end. My head coach, Mufasa. Come on, pep talk. tough guy. Mufasa is the way to go. And my defensive coordinator, I'm going to go with Maleficent. You want somebody who can give you a hug, but you also want somebody who can be ferocious and burn down the town. That's Maleficent. I think Maleficent would be the best defensive coordinator ever. Then I've got my general manager, Scrooge McDuck, because I really don't want the players to make a lot of money because I got a lot of options here, people. So if you want to cry about your contract, I got plenty of people to take your spot. Shut up, play the game, right? So my general manager will be Scrooge McDuck. Now, I've got 2 more positions that are not really positions. We'll save them for the end. You got to stay till the end to see what they are. Defense. So many options here. Start with the defensive line. You got the 2 defensive ends on the end. And you got the defensive lineman. Now, the defensive lineman, you want big studs so nobody can run the ball against you. Defensive line, you want to be able to play defense against the run and get to the quarterback. So the defensive lineman, Pumbaa, right up front. First of all, he stinks. When I played high school football, we had a defensive lineman who was the player of the year, my buddy John. And before the games, he would eat garlic. And he would eat the garlic in the bathroom so much so that we had to go to the bathroom early on, like hours and hours and hours before the game, or you couldn't even go in there because you would, I'm going to throw up right now thinking about it. He would eat all the garlic and, oh, it was disgusting. Oh. And he would stink something fierce. And he was the defensive lineman who was right on the nose, right on Dumbo for my team, right on the center. He'd be breathing on those dudes. By the end of the first quarter, they were like, Coach, put me out, Coach. I don't want to play against this guy. And Pumbaa fits that. Plus, he's tough. Plus, he'll run through, the wall for you. Pumbaa, my defensive lineman, right on the center. Also defensive lineman right up the middle, Sully. Ferocious guy. Ferocious. You're not going to run the ball up the middle with those 2, right? Then my defensive ends, you're going to go with Wreck-It Ralph. Because I don't want you to be able to run the ball on the outside. I want you to go in there and crush that quarterback. And Mr. Incredible. That's some power on that defensive line. Now, the Mike linebacker is the middle linebacker. He's the most important guy in the defense, probably. He needs to be able to run the field. He needs to be ferocious. He needs to be smart. He needs to be able to call the plays. He needs to get to the quarterback. He needs to play defense against the pass. He needs to be a stud. That's the Beast from Beauty and the Beast. I love that right there. And then the outside linebackers, I love my outside linebackers. You got to be fast. You got to get to the quarterback. You got to be able to play defense against the run. You got to be able to play defense against the pass. You got to have speed and ferocity. Shere Khan, outside linebacker. And if you want to run the other way, Stitch. Talk about a whirling dervish. I wouldn't mess with those 2 awesome outside linebackers. What does that leave me? My 4 defensive backs. My cornerbacks. What do you need to have in a cornerback? You need to have speed. I want to shut down corner. I don't want them to be able to throw the ball to their receivers. So who do I have? On one side, I'm going to put Aladdin. This dude is going to talk about interceptions, balls in the air. Who's going to steal that away better than Aladdin? I mean, he's a thief. It's perfect. Then on the other side, it's Dash again. Now, I know. He's already a wide receiver. But I've got the triplets, and we're going to run the ball a lot. So I really have like 4 receivers for 2 spots. So Dash is just going to and touchdown, boom. But on now, mostly he's going to play defense, right? Who's going to get open on Dash? Nobody's going to. Dash is going to be wherever the other receiver is. So Dash and Aladdin are perfect. And then my free safety and my strong safety are what I have left. Strong safety is the guy in the back who just needs to bring the hammer down on everything and everybody. And the strong safety needs to do a lot of stuff. Play the run, play the pass, got to be able to run around, got to be a big, strong, physical guy. The big, strong, physical guy that I want for my free safety, Tarzan. Are you kidding me? Look at those abs. Tarzan is absolutely the perfect free safety. And then the strong safety, the dominator, the crusher, the dude in the back who's going to end it all. You get away from somebody, boom, bring the hammer. Who's that? It's the Chernabog thing. I don't know how to pronounce it. The big scare. I'm scared as, I don't even want to talk about it. He would be my strong safety. There's my 22. Now, I didn't pick a kicker and a punter because I don't like them. But I do still have 2 positions. Run out guy. I'll explain that in a minute. And then head cheerleader. Right? So head cheerleader, she's got to be cute, she's got to be funny, she's got to be lovable, she's got to be able to handle people, she's got to be a little tough. Maybe it doesn't look as tough, but it's got to be tough. Who the heck is that? It's Tink. I love Tink. I'm not supposed to really like cartoons as much as I like Tink, but I like Tink. Tink, head cheerleader. I would follow her Instagram. And run out guy. What the heck's a run out guy? You know that guy before the game starts that runs out? And the cheerleaders are holding up the sign, and he's the dude who breaks through the sign first. He never plays. He's not even fast, ever. But he's always the first dude to break that sign. Run out guy. You all know. You're thinking of run out guy from high school right now. Whoever he is, don't be run out guy. But the run out guy, it's Baymax. I mean, he looks ferocious. He looks tough. He looks big and massive. But he's kind of a softie. And when the cheerleaders knock over the kid, you know, and then there's injuries and stuff, he's also the team trainer. It's perfect. And then that's all. So Mufasa's my head coach. Aladdin is my stud cornerback. Genie's my quarterback. Lightning McQueen's the guy who's going to get all the touchdowns. Am I right or am I right? Where did I go wrong? The answer is nowhere. But if you're wrong and you want to tell me that you think I'm wrong, put it in the comments. Let me know. Who did I leave out? Who should have been on the team? What position did I have wrong? I suspect there's going to be no comments because this is perfection. Is it not? So who am I picking for the Super Bowl? I just don't know what year. Someday. Brady, you coming to LA? I don't know. It's going to be a while. I also root for the Cowboys because I live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, but the last time they made the Super Bowl, Steve Young threw for 6 touchdowns. Can you throw me a bone? Throw me a bone. There you go. Enjoy the Super Bowl tomorrow or today or the next Super Bowl if you're watching this. You know what I mean. How'd I do? Disney characters, Super Bowl roster. What say you? Let me know. Thanks for watching. Have the best day ever. Enjoy the Super Bowl. Be safe. That's all I got. Go watch Disney Fiasco. Look for this episode. It'll be in the past by the time I post this. And you can see my choices, which I just told you, and 3 other dudes' choices too. I'm sure it'll be fun. And I'm sure they'll be wrong unless they're right. And those were the right answers. That's all for now. Have the best day ever. See ya.